Hi, this is Vince Parry, and welcome to CB Quotes, the quick and efficient way to get your moves from Canada to the US and vice versa. The purpose of this video is to show you how to register to become a member of CB Quotes and also how to actually get a quote itself. Company details are shown on our website. The first process requires you go to our website, which is www.cbquotes.com, and as you'll see here, it is shown on your screen. In order to register, go to the top right and click on the Register Now button. You will see the registration form, which has to be completely completed, particularly with your email and the password, and re-enter the password. In terms of the email, the company email below also has to be completed. The reason for this is that we use this particular email to send a quote from the system directly to your email. You can put the same email as you place at the top for your registration here. However, you can also use somebody else's email if you wish the quotes to go to them. I'll pause for a second while I complete this. Okay, as you can see, the registration form is now fully completed. At this point, you would press this button, Submit for Approval. Once this is done, it goes through to our website and we can activate your account. It would help if you could send an email to vince@cbquotes.com to advise us that you have indeed filled out the registration form and submitted it. This may speed up the process. Okay, so now you've registered and we're all set to go and get a quote. Again, go back to the website at www.cbquotes.com, and when there, this time go to the left side and click in on User Login. As you can see, you're now on the login page, and you have to put in the email and password that you used when you entered your registration. Once you've done this, click the login button, and here we are at the quote page itself. We'll now go through this page with you and show you how to obtain your CB quote. The first section is the origin location. The country shown is Canada. You have a choice to change that to the United States should your shipment be originating there. We'll go over that a little later. For the time being, we'll show Canada. At this point, you choose the province. At the moment, only Ontario is shown as a province. The reason for this is that we are in fact setting up CB quotes to cover all of Canada, but everything is not fully completed as yet. So at the moment, Ontario is our only selection. This does cover quite a large section of Canada and the population. At that point, you're selecting the city. For this purpose, we'll show Toronto. You only really have to type in the first few letters of the name of the city and it should come up for you. The postal code is not absolutely necessary at this time, so we won't worry about that. The next section shows whether you want the shipment picked up at the warehouse or the residence. Just click the appropriate box. Then we go to the destination location. It will automatically default to the United States, and then you will be asked to choose the state. A drop-down menu shows you all the states, and for the purpose of this quote, we'll show California as a state. You can in fact enter a city here if you wish, but it's not absolutely necessary. However, the zip code is. Everything is based on zip codes, so you must complete this, otherwise we will not be able to get a quote. We'll fill in a California zip code. Again, you choose residence or warehouse depending on where you want the goods delivered. We now go to volume or size of shipment, and you are given a drop-down box again which allows you to either fill in cubic feet or the weight in pounds. For the purpose of the quote, we'll say cubic feet, and we'll pick a figure. Let's say 500 cubic feet. Lastly, you're going to whether or not you want packing services or not. In most cases you would, so we'll click yes. It will then ask you, do you want the rate by the hundredweight or based on the unit pack? If you want it based on the unit pack, you click there. And as you can see, a box will come up which will allow you to click in how many boxes you want of each various types that is shown. You accept this and everything is fine. We will for this purpose go to the hundredweight. Now everything is complete. We'll submit the request with this button here, and hey presto, here's your quote. Toronto to California 90210. The load summary shows you what you're actually quoted on, the number of feet that we anticipate you should be taking up, the weight in pounds based on the submission of 500 cubic feet, and the estimated amount of time it should take to load that. The next section shows the charges, OA costs and transportation costs, and a grand total. And lastly, you've got optional charges if required. Storage in and out, monthly rates, all the usual type of optional charges that are there. And you would add these to the total should you require any of them. Lastly, you can see what's included or excluded by clicking on these links. If you want to make any comments, please put them in here. Lastly, if you wish, you can either print this screen or you can submit an email to the email that you used during the registration process. If you need another quote, you press the return button and this will take you to a blank form again. Here we are at another blank form. And for educational purposes, we'll now do a quote going the other way. So Canada will default. You will change it to the United States. As you can see, it automatically defaults back to Canada below as a destination. Again, we'll choose a state, California, and the all-important zip code, 90210. We then go to the destination location, which as I mentioned is now automatically listed as Canada. We choose the province again, Ontario, and the city, Toronto. Again, you need only type in the first few letters to get the city. You've automatically chosen residence or warehouse in the appropriate boxes. And we go to size of shipment or volume. In this case, we'll choose weight in pounds. And we'll put in a weight of 3,500 pounds. Again, we go to whether you need unpacking services. We'll say yes. And you're given the option once again as to do it by the hundredweight or based on the unit pack. We will again choose the hundredweight and we submit the request. And there you have your quote from the United States to Canada, all listed as you input it into the quote system. You'll note that the prices are slightly different due to the fact that we're now dealing with DA charges, and also transportation costs vary a little bit between going southbound or northbound. The options remain the same. And that is that. You have now completed both a quote from Canada to the United States and vice versa. It's very simple, it's very quick. If you've got any questions, do email me at vince@cbquotes.com and I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have. This now concludes our video.